Have you ever woken up feeling like your energy is slipping away faster than it used to? Maybe you look in the mirror and wonder when those fine lines became deeper or why your body feels just a little stiffer than yesterday. Aging is a natural part of life, but what if I told you that some of the everyday habits you don't even think twice about could be making you age faster? It's true. Little things we do every day, things that seem harmless, can speed up the aging process, making us feel older than we actually are. The good news? Once you recognize these habits, you can stop them in their tracks and start feeling stronger, more vibrant, and more youthful. Because no matter your age, it's never too late to take control of your health and slow down the clock. So, let's talk about 6 of the most dangerous everyday habits that could be accelerating your aging. Some of these may surprise you, but once you make a few small adjustments, you'll notice the difference in how you feel and how you look. One of the biggest culprits? Something so common that most people don't even realize the damage it's doing: sitting too much. Now, before you say, "But I go for a walk every day," hear me out. Even if you exercise, long periods of sitting, whether it's watching TV, scrolling on your phone, or just lounging in your favorite chair, can have a serious impact on your body. Studies show that sitting for hours at a time can slow circulation, weaken muscles, and even contribute to cognitive decline. It's not just about weight gain, it's about how your body functions. Think about it, our bodies were designed to move. When you're sedentary for too long, your blood flow slows, which means less oxygen and nutrients are reaching your brain, your heart, and your skin. Over time, this can lead to fatigue, brain fog, and even a dull, sagging complexion. But the worst part? Too much sitting weakens your muscles, especially in your legs, which are crucial for balance and mobility as we age. So, what can you do? The key isn't just exercising once a day. It's about breaking up long periods of sitting. Set a reminder to stand up and stretch every 30 minutes. Walk around the house while talking on the phone. Do a few light squats or march in place during commercial breaks. These small movements might not seem like much, but they keep your body engaged and help prevent the damage caused by too much sitting. Now, let's talk about another everyday habit that's quietly speeding up the aging process: poor sleep. You might think, "Well, I've never been a great sleeper," or "I'll just catch up later," but sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's when your body repairs itself. And if you're not getting enough quality sleep, your skin, your brain, and even your immune system take a hit. Ever notice how after a rough night's sleep, your skin looks dull, your eyes are puffy, and you feel irritable? That's because during deep sleep, your body produces collagen, the protein responsible for keeping your skin firm and youthful. Skimping on sleep means less collagen, which means more wrinkles and sagging over time. But it's not just about looks. Poor sleep can increase stress hormones, which contribute to inflammation, weight gain, and even memory problems. And the frustrating part? Many people over 60 struggle with sleep issues, whether it's trouble falling asleep, waking up too often, or just not feeling rested in the morning. So, what can you do? Start by creating a calming bedtime routine. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Blue light from phones and TVs disrupts melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Try a relaxing activity like reading, listening to soft music, or gentle stretching. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, and if you wake up during the night, avoid looking at the clock. It only makes falling back asleep harder. Making these small changes can help improve your sleep quality, which means better energy, a sharper mind, and even a more youthful appearance. And once you start sleeping better, you'll notice the difference in how you feel every single day. Now, these are just the first two habits that could be accelerating aging, but they're not the only ones. There are still more everyday mistakes that might be taking a toll on your body without you realizing it. Let's keep going. Now that we've covered how too much sitting and poor sleep can speed up aging, let's talk about another habit that might be doing just as much damage. Something that affects your skin, your energy, and even your joints. Not drinking enough water. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Stay hydrated. But let's be honest, how often do you actually drink enough water? Many people over 60 underestimate just how much their body needs, and by the time you feel thirsty, you're already mildly dehydrated. The problem is, as we age, our body's ability to signal thirst becomes weaker. That means even if you don't feel thirsty, your body could still be craving water. So, why does this matter? Because dehydration doesn't just make you feel tired, it directly affects how fast you age. Your skin is one of the first places dehydration shows up. Dry, sagging skin, more noticeable wrinkles, and a dull complexion can all be signs that your body isn't getting enough water. But it's not just about looks. Your joints need hydration too. The cartilage that cushions your joints is made mostly of water, and when you're dehydrated, it can lead to stiffness, discomfort, and even an increased risk of injury. And here's something that surprises a lot of people. Dehydration affects brain function. Even mild dehydration can make you feel forgetful, sluggish, or foggy-headed. If you've ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you're there, or if you feel more irritable than usual, your water intake might be part of the problem. So, how much water should you drink? A good rule of thumb is to aim for at least 8 glasses a day, but if you're active or live in a warmer climate, you might need more. And remember, water doesn't just come from what you drink. Fruits and vegetables like cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon are great sources of hydration too. If plain water isn't appealing, try herbal teas or infuse your water with lemon, mint, or berries to make it more enjoyable. Now, let's move on to a habit that's incredibly common but can take years off your life if you're not careful. Too much sugar. And no, I'm not just talking about candy or desserts. Sugar is hidden in so many everyday foods: bread, pasta sauces, salad dressings, even so-called healthy granola bars. The problem is, excess sugar does more than just add inches to your waistline. It accelerates aging from the inside out. When you eat too much sugar, it causes something called glycation. That's a fancy way of saying that sugar attaches to proteins in your body, damaging collagen and elastin, the two proteins that keep your skin firm and youthful. The result? More wrinkles, sagging skin, and an overall tired appearance. But it doesn't stop at your skin. Too much sugar contributes to inflammation in the body, which can lead to joint pain, weight gain, and even an increased risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Have you ever noticed that after eating something sugary, you feel a quick burst of energy, only to crash a little while later? That's your blood sugar spiking and then plummeting, something that, over time, can lead to insulin resistance and make it harder for your body to process sugar properly. So, what can you do? Start by cutting back on processed foods and reading labels carefully. Sugar hides under different names: high fructose corn syrup, cane juice, maltose, dextrose. Try swapping refined sugar for natural alternatives like honey or fruit, and focus on eating whole, nutrient-dense foods. If you have a sweet tooth, dark chocolate with a high cocoa content can be a better option than traditional sweets. By making these small changes, you'll not only feel better, but you'll also notice a difference in your skin, energy levels, and overall health. And speaking of habits that can drain your energy and accelerate aging, there's another common mistake that many people don't realize is working against them every single day. Let's talk about it. Final points and conclusion: we've talked about how too much sitting, poor sleep, dehydration, and excess sugar can speed up aging. But there's another habit that's just as damaging, yet often overlooked. And that's chronic stress. Now, I know what you might be thinking: life is stressful. How am I supposed to avoid that? The truth is, you can't eliminate stress completely, but you can change how your body responds to it. Chronic stress is one of the biggest accelerators of aging because it increases cortisol, the stress hormone that wreaks havoc on your body over time. When cortisol levels stay high, it leads to inflammation, weakens your immune system, and even breaks down collagen, making your skin age faster. But that's not all. Stress can also make it harder to lose weight, disrupt your sleep, and even contribute to memory problems. Have you ever felt so overwhelmed that you forgot where you left your keys or why you walked into a room? That's the effect of stress on your brain. Over time, chronic stress can even shrink the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. So, what can you do? The key isn't avoiding stress altogether. It's learning to manage it in a healthy way. One of the simplest and most effective ways to lower stress is deep breathing. When you take slow, deep breaths, it signals your brain to calm down and lowers your cortisol levels almost instantly. Try this. Take a deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, then exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Doing this a few times a day can make a huge difference. Another powerful stress reliever? Laughter. It might sound simple, but laughing releases endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals, that help counteract the effects of stress. Watching a funny movie, spending time with people who make you laugh, or even just smiling more often can help shift your mindset. Now, let's talk about the final habit that could be making you age faster: neglecting social connections. This one surprises a lot of people, but studies show that loneliness and isolation can have the same impact on your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Being disconnected from others doesn't just affect your mood. It can actually weaken your immune system, increase your risk of heart disease, and even shorten your lifespan. Humans are wired for connection. Having strong relationships, whether with family, friends, or even members of your community, can help lower stress, improve cognitive function, and even boost longevity. And the best part? It's never too late to build or strengthen those connections. If you don't have a strong social circle, start small. Call an old friend. Join a local group or class that interests you. Even chatting with neighbors or joining an online community can help you feel more connected. It's not about how many people you know, it's about the quality of the relationships you have. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. We've covered 6 everyday habits that could be speeding up your aging: sitting too much, poor sleep, dehydration, excess sugar, chronic stress, and social isolation. But here's the good news. Every single one of these habits can be changed. And even small adjustments can make a big difference in how you feel, how you look, and how you age. So, here's my challenge to you. Choose just one habit to work on today. Maybe it's drinking more water, moving a little more, or reaching out to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. The key is progress, not perfection. Every positive change you make is a step toward feeling younger, stronger, and healthier. Remember, aging is not about the number of years you've lived, it's about how you live them. You have the power to take control of your health, to make choices that support your body and mind, and to enjoy life at every stage. If this video was helpful, let me know in the comments. Which habit do you think you need to work on the most? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on staying healthy, happy, and vibrant at any age. Here's to living your best life, today, tomorrow, and always.